On game night, Nikki, Lincoln, Rusty, and myself, Dave, are going to play Heaven and Ale, a game for 2 to 4 players designed by Michael Kiesling and Andreas Schmidt and published by Eggertspiele. So let's hops to it. Oh.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Lincoln.
Will you teach us Heaven and Ale?
Yes, my son.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
In Heaven and Ale, we are all running our own little monastery here, and we're going to brew beer, the way monks brew beer.
All right.
A 4-player game of Heaven and Ale is going to take place over 6 rounds. Each round is going to operate the same way. What we are going to be doing during those rounds is picking up various resource tiles and monks and scoring tokens to put them on our board to advance these tokens over here. We have 5 resource tokens that are in wood, yeast, hops, water, and barley, and we have this brewmaster token, all right? And by the end of the game, these tokens are all gonna look sort of say something like this, and this guy, let's say, is here, and your score at the end of the game is going to be whatever your worst resource tile is, whatever number that's on, in this case it's on 5, times whatever section your brewmaster is in this case it's in the times 4 section. So my score would be 5 times 4 is 20. And then there are some things that get added, and there's also other kinds of stuff that happens. But that's the gist of how scoring works. So I'm letting you know now that what you're going to do is multiply wherever your brewmaster ends up by whatever your worst one of these resources is, and that'll be your score plus some bonuses and some other things. All right? I'm going to put these all back now. The way each turn works is as follows. Whoever is the star player, and we have randomly chosen prior to doing this, Nikki is going to be the star player. The rest of us are all going to be on this spot. We're going to start with Nikki and go clockwise. Nikki is going to take her piece, and she is going to move as many spaces forward along this track as she wants, and then she's going to do something on the space she moves to. So she can go all the way to here if she wants, but that means on her next turn, she's going to be advancing forward from there. So she's passing all of this stuff up. When you move your piece forward, there is really only one rule, and that is you must move to a space where you can do something. All right? Mm-hmm. So if a space has no tiles in it, for example, I have not explained what you're doing there yet, you cannot move to that space because there's nothing there you can do. Mm-hmm. All right? When you move to a space, let's say you move to here, all right? You can't, when you move to a space, choose to do nothing. You must do something in that spot. You can't just go there.
Okay.
So if you go to this space, you are, in this case, you are paying for at least 1 tile in that space. I say at least 1 because from turn 2 onward, some of these spaces could have multiple tiles in them. All right? So in this case, let's say you go here and you pick up this 4. I have a 4 over here to mirror that. And you take it and you put it here somewhere on your board. Mm-hmm. All right? You have 2 sides to your board. You have a shady side and a sunny side. And when you put a tile on, say, the shady side, you will pay, from your starting money of $25, you will pay $4 face value for that tile. That costs $4 to place it on the shady side. If you were instead to play it over here on the sunny side costs twice whatever face value is. That will cost you $8 to place that tile.
Does that say that anywhere on these player mats?
It does not. But the shady side is face value and the sunny side is times 2. All right? What it does say on the player mats at the bottom is the difference between those 2 sides. The shady side, these tiles will, when they work for you, they will generate income. And the sunny side, these tiles, when they work for you, when they are activated, will generate production on your production track. They will move your pieces forward. Okay? And not surprisingly, they're going to do both of those things by their face value number. So this will generate $4 for you when it activates. This will generate 4 blue movement. 1, 2, 3, 4 when it activates. Okay. All right?
That's
Note,
wrong.
there's no 4 blue dollars. All the ducats are the same. Okay? So you're going to keep going and you're going to pick up these various tiles and you're going to place them on your board. All right, so there are 15 spaces that have resource tiles in them. All right, there are 4 spaces on the board that have monks in them. All right, monk, 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 monk. Monks are in 4 different flavors. We've got this guy doubled up, but all 4 are over here on the side. This monk is a face value of 4, 3, 2, and 1. They get cheaper as you go down the track. And the same rule applies. If you want to place this monk on your shady side, it will cost you $4 per monk. Again, there might be more than one there in subsequent rounds. If you want to place them on this side of the board, it costs you $8 per monk.
Ducats.
8 ducats, thank you. 8 ducats per monk. Okay? The reason you're placing these and the way you're going to get money or production are from these purple scoring spaces. All right? There are 6 of them on the board, and when you go to that space, you take this little purple token and you place it over here on one of these 10 scoring action spaces. All right? There are 10 of these, and you will use and each one can be used once and only once for the entire game. So once you use one of them, you will never use it again. And you indicate that by, let's say you take this and you would cover that. It would activate. I have not explained what that is yet. And then that's it. This will never be covered again, and you will never be able to do this particular scoring action again. So let me explain what the scoring actions are. This purple token, let me come back to that. This purple token is used to activate one of the 5 terrain types that you have, one of the resources that you have. So, for example, let's say I had these on my board, and I took this token and I put it here, and I'm going to activate blue. All of my blue tiles activate, and that would get me 3 plus 4 is 7 ducats, and blue would move 5 spaces here on the production track because this is on the sunny side. And this is not. This is on the shady side. And I will never be able to do this blue thing again.
Okay.
Okay? That's what this one does. This one activates any single number that you choose. So, for example, I could go here and I could say, I'm going to activate all of my 5s. The tiles, by the way, are numbered 1 to 5. 5 is the biggest number there is. If I were to activate all my 5s, I would get 5 ducats, and then yellow would move 5 and blue would move 5. They would each move 5, and then I'm done with that forever. All right? And then, last but not least, this purple space is choose one of the monks, and that monk is triggered. Okay? So let's put some monks on the board. Let's do that. Let's do that, actually. Let's do this and this. There we go. That's what I want to do. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say I were to trigger this monk. When a monk is triggered, it activates everything around it. All right?
Okay.
So, and when you trigger one of the monks, all of that monk, if you have, they all activate. They all trigger, they all trigger. So, and you do them essentially one at a time. So this guy would trigger, he's going to activate this and this.
Okay.
So I would move blue 5 and I would move yellow 5. Then this monk will trigger, that's going to move yellow 5 again. And I would get $5 for this because it's on the shady side. Okay? So, in a way, I double hit this tile by activating this monk because I put a monk on each side of it. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, that's triggering a monk, not to be confused with activating a tile. And the reason that I mention that is, let's say this monk were here. And I triggered this guy.
Okay.
He activates everything around him.
Yeah.
Which would be a tile if I had it here. Let's just put one here for the sake of argument. Those are as many tiles as I can surround a monk, so I have not explained these spaces yet, but you cannot put tiles in those spaces.
Right.
That would get me $1, 5 advance in blue, 5 advance in barley, I guess, and water. And then this monk gets activated. Not triggered, but activated. When you activate a monk, the brewmaster moves 1 space.
Okay.
Okay? that is one of the ways you move your brewmaster. There are no tiles out here that move the brewmaster.
Okay.
All right?
This one was activated. These two were both activated because he was the same monk.
These two were both triggered, and they activate everything around them.
And it's because they were the same
Correct.
dude.
Right.
Correct. And those dudes are done for the rest of the game.
Okay.
Even if I pick up a third one and place it down, which you might do.
Yeah. Okay.
There's different reasons for that, of course.
Correct. It will never be triggered again.
All right.
But this guy will move this guy brew. And if and when I activate this guy, he will get me 5 advancement here, 5 advancement here, and 1 brewmaster space for the monk next to him.
Okay.
And the same holds true if this were the case. If I did this guy, that's going to get me 5, 5, and a brewmaster, and then this guy is going to get me 5, 5, and a brewmaster.
All right.
And the other guy, you got the wood.
And
too.
the wood, correct.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
Lincoln. Okay. That was there, and that was there, and that was there, right? Okay. So, one of the ways that you... Oh, before I go on, there are 3 more spaces that have the scoring things on them. These are just any of these 3.
Pick one of those
Pick
3.
one of these 3.
Okay.
You'll see this has an A on it, and this has a B on it, and this has a C on it, and this is just A, B, or C, A, B, or C, A, B, or C. So it's a way to do one of these, to let someone else do one of these. So if you were to take this space, someone else could also do that same action.
Somewhere
Or more
else.
importantly,
Yeah.
you could trigger a monk, and then you could trigger a different monk over
Yeah.
here. You can double up that space. So, one of the ways that you get money or advancement is by using one of these scoring things. Another way that you get money or advancement, and the main way that you will likely be moving your brewmaster, is that when you completely surround one of these spaces with tiles, it fills in with a shed. These are sheds, and they will go, let's say I surrounded this like so. Ah, that's pretty good. The minute you surround something, you are then going to add up the values of all the tiles that it's surrounded, right? So this would be 7, 17, 18, 23. You're going to look over here at this chart. Oh, I'm one short. 23 would fall into the range of 18 to 23, but I'm going to start at the bottom. All right? If they are 0 through 7, and the reason, by the way, it can be 0 is that the monks add no value.
Okay.
So that would be 20 now. Right? 10, 19, 20, 0.
Monk.
Monk.
It's not nice to call him a 0.
The sheds are over here, and they're double-sided. So this 0 shed has a 3 on the back, for example. You just find the one you need, and you place it to indicate that that has been used.
Yeah.
A 0 to 7 shed first moves your brewmaster, in this case, 6 spaces.
Oh.
It's pretty nice.
It then activates tiles around it equal to essentially its number. In this case, 0, so it will activate 0 tiles.
Yeah, that's a monk, a brewmaster bump.
Right.
Only.
Okay. Let's see if I can find a 1, which is 8 to 11. That's not 8 to 11, but let's say I put it there. Let's say that will equal 8 to 11. That's going to move your brewmaster 3, and as the 1 indicates, any single tile that's around this will be activated. I use the word activated and not triggered so that I could get 5 money, or if this looked like that, I could get 5 money if I wanted, or I could get 5 advancement in blue, or maybe 1 in wood if I really desperately needed the wood. But if there were a monk here, I could activate that monk, and activating a monk, as we said before, will bump your brewmaster 1.
Okay.
It does not trigger the monk such that it then would activate the tiles around it.
Sure.
The only way that happens is from over here.
Okay.
All right? So that's what a 1 does. A 2, as you might suspect, does 2, but not any 2. They have to be across from each other. Okay?
You can rotate it.
You can rotate anyone. It has 6 arrows of
Right.
like a white and a gray and a black. But you are only firing 2 tiles that are across from each other. So in this case, the placement of your tiles does matter. Similarly, the 3 has to be every other one. Again, it can be rotated any way you want. but it's just basically every other one if you get a 3. A 2 moves your Brewmaster 1. A 3 also moves your Brewmaster 1. A 4 does not move your Brewmaster, but it fires any 4 tiles.
Oh.
I know this looks like it might fire all of your tiles,
Yeah.
but it's just 4.
4.
It activates 4 tiles of your choice. So that's another way that you can get ducats, money, and points, and move your Brewmaster. All right. The other space on the board that I have not mentioned is the barrel space. Okay? The barrel space is what all these little barrels in the middle of the board are for. And again, you cannot move to this space unless you can do something there. All right? A barrel space is a way to get more victory points for the end of the game. These are all end game bonuses that they're basically additional ways to score, but you can't collect them, you can't pick them up until you actually have them. All right? I'm going to explain what they all are. This is any single one of your resources has reached the 20 space. I have not explained this because I have not seen it happen yet, though Rusty has claimed that he's done it, but if you reach 20 and you get further advancement by moving, you get money instead. $1 for every, 1 ducat for every bump.
Okay.
Okay? This is, you have put a purple scoring token on all 4 of your monks. All right? I didn't mention this, but these always refill to 1. So if this one doesn't get used, we do not add a second one for the upcoming round.
Okay.
Okay, there's always only 1 there. This is, you have used a purple token for all 5 of these.
Huh.
This is, you have played 3 of your privilege cards, which I have not explained yet, but I'll come to that in a second. This is, you have 6 tokens on your board that are valued 5. And this is 6 tokens on your board that are valued 1. This is, you have 3 sheds that are the same. So there's 2 3s. If I make a third 3 somewhere, I can claim that. These are sort of separated, but this is, you filled the entire sunny side of your board. This is, you filled the entire shady side of your board. There are 15 spaces on each side of the board. 4 sheds that are different. This is, your Brewmaster is in the wood, basically, has reached the barrels portion of your production track. And this is, all 5 of your resources are in the wood, have reached. Technically, 4 of your, the other 4 of your 5, your wood starts in the wood, and you can never go back on this track. So
Okay.
you always move forward. You may claim as many of these as you are legally allowed to. So if I go here and I have a situation where I've got 3 of these, I pick all 3 of them up. They're all worth 4 points at the end of the game. It says 4 in the back. And hey, we revealed a smaller one underneath. That's worth 2.
Okay.
You can never claim the same type of barrel twice. So if I claim the 4, I can never claim the 2, but someone else can. So basically, there are 2 of us can each score 1 of these things. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Let me get to the production cards now that I've mentioned them. When, you'll see if you look over here where your scoring tokens go, that they're kind of in these little groups of 2 with like a little bracket around them. When you make a full bracket, when you do a thing of 2, you may immediately play one of these production cards for free. It's not an action, you just do it.
Privilege cards.
Privilege cards, thank you. You put them basically there and you take the thing that's on them. So
Okay.
let's explain the thing that's on them.
Sure.
This one's pretty self-explanatory. You immediately take $12.
Okay.
Money is crazy tight in this game, so that's pretty good.
Money's too tight to mention.
This is move your Brewmaster 5 spaces. All right? These are probably the 2 most common ones that you're going to play. All right? This is, at the end of the game, when we do final scoring, all of the barrels that you have in front of you are worth 1 additional point. So all your
Oh.
4s are 5s and all your 2s are 3s.
Nice.
Okay? When you play this privilege card, you count how many purple tokens you've already played on the board, and you advance your furthest behind resource that many. So if I were to do this, I've played 2 purple tokens. This is my furthest behind. It would go 1, 2. If you have ones that are tied for furthest, you may choose which one is the furthest. All right? That's what that one does. And then finally, this one is count the number of resource tiles of a single color and advance that color by the number of tiles. So in this case, I have 3 blue tiles. The numbers on them don't matter. So I would advance blue 3. 1, 2, 3. It's basically 1 per tile of that color. On the back of your privilege cards, it shows 3 ducats. These are money in your hand. You may, at any time on your turn, throw away privilege cards for 3 ducats. As I said earlier, money is really tight, and you're probably going to do that. It's very unlikely you're going to be able to play all 5 of these.
Yeah.
All right? It's tricky enough just to play 3 of them, because 3 of them means you've played 6 of these scoring tokens, and that you played them in perfect pairs.
Yeah.
It might be that I want to score blue, but that I don't care about scoring barley. Like maybe I just want...
Yeast.
Yeah. And I didn't specifically spell this out, but I should. When you make this pair and play one of these cards there, that is the time you do it. Meaning if you don't play a card then, you don't ever get to fill that spot. It's an immediate thing. It's not like you can... So, for example, this one with the purple tokens, you can't wait until you have more purple tokens and then play it later.
Yeah.
Though you can hold on to it until you get more purple tokens. You will likely hold on to it because the $12 or the Advance Your Brewmaster are very likely going to be the first one of these you play. And again, as I said, each one that you don't play is essentially worth $3 to you at the end of the game. We're not quite there at the end of the game because when you go all the way around, you come back to this little starting space, which I have not explained. This space has 4 places, and when you come to here, you choose one of those 4. The number 1 space here means I want to be the starting player for the next round. All right? You will then be the starting player, and then the game will move clockwise. So if Rusty went here, I would be the second player regardless. He'd be the starting player, and it goes clockwise from there. The other 3 spaces are fairly self-explanatory. If you go here, you move your Brewmaster up 1. If you go here, you move any resource of your choice 2. If you go here, you take 2 ducats.
Okay.
All right? At the end of the game, when we all come back to this spot, and by the way, once you come out of this, you're out for the rest of the round. People can still be moving on the track. At the end of the game, these spaces are all active. This will still move your Brewmaster. This will still move something too. This will still get you $2. This space, since there's no starting player, will give you an extra point. It's just a +1 victory point to your score.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right?
Seems like that would be a lot. It's potentially a lot.
Well, let's talk about now how you truly calculate your score after the simplistic version I gave you earlier.
Okay.
So, at the end of the game, let's say your tokens look something like this. Okay? So, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to look to see where your Brewmaster is on your track. My Brewmaster is in this little...
Your production track, yeah.
This little chunk. And this little chunk has a 3-to-1 ratio in it. Okay? That means that I'm now going to be able to swap 3-to-1 movement forward from the back and back from the front to clump up all my pieces together. And what I mean is this. This is going to go 1, 2, 3, and that's going to move 1. And this is going to go 1, 2, 3, and that's going to move 1. And this is going to go 1, 2, 3, and that's going to move 1.
Why is it 1 in the back?
It's 3-to-1. I'm spending 3 back movement to move something 1.
All right.
And for the purposes of doing that, you can, not that it matters, it doesn't have to be any single piece. It could be like 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. And now I can't do it anymore because moving anything back 3 doesn't do anything. But if it looked like this, it could be 1, 2, 3, 1. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you're going to do that first. Then, the next thing you're going to do is for every 10 ducats that you have left over, and that's why this $2 space might matter, and that's why cashing these cards out, which I will remind everyone to do as we get to the end of the game. might make a difference. For every 10 that you spent, you may move any single one of these one forward. So in this particular case, if I had $10, that's a substantial move for me. That took me from a 6 to a 7. If they looked like this, that's nothing for me.
Right.
Right.
Because remember, it's whatever your single lowest one is. So in this case, my score would be 7 times 4, right, is 28, plus
Your barrels.
whatever my barrel bonuses were, plus this point if I were the start player, plus this extra card that I would have already counted in the barrels if you've played this privilege card. And that is who wins, whoever has the highest score.
So is there a tiebreaker?
There is not. In the spirit of being in a monastery, it is a shared victory.
Yeah.
It is a peaceful shared victory. I believe that's everything, except we had randomly determined that Nikki would be the start player.
Yes.
And for the very first run of the game, you then go counterclockwise, sort of second half settler style. Starting with me, I choose one of these 3 spaces to go. I'm going to go here on the move 2, and I'm going to, oh, hey, that's cheating. I'm going to move this yellow marker 2. So Rusty can either move his brewmaster 1 space or get $2.
And you mentioned that money is tight. I am taking the 2 ducats.
So they're singles over there, and Lincoln, that means you move your brewmaster up 1, and Nikki, the game has begun.
Okie doke.
Let's get rid of all these.
I am going
Oops,
to
I don't start with these. Go ahead.
buy that barley right now.
Okie doke.
And I will spend 4
Can
and
barley pay for it?
put it. I can barley pay for it. That's right.
I'm ashamed at the laugh I gave you for
No,
that.
you're not. Sunny side. So
Sunny side you paid for.
I paid for.
Okay. I am red. I will go to the 4 water and just put it on the shady side of the street.
Cost you 4. Rusty?
I think I'm going to try something financially prudent and pick up the 1, but I will put it on the
Sunny.
sunny side.
And spend 2 for that.
Yes, I will. And look,
Okay.
2 ducats.
I'll go here. I'll take that 2 barley. Oops, hey, I don't get these.
Wow.
It's also
what a
cheating.
day.
It's also cheating.
Dave's just right and left.
I can't lose.
2 hops. You're going to take the 2
Put it
hops.
there, 2 hops, and I spend 2 for that. 1, 2, 3. Done.
Okay. Moving right along. I pay 2. What else is out? I will just pay 2.
Okay.
So I need change for 10.
I'm going to take the monk for 4.
Ooh, I like it.
Ooh.
Sure, because he might get the other one.
I like the idea of the monk, but I didn't want to spend as much.
So you're going to spend 3?
I'm going to spend 3, and I'll put him on the
Shady side?
shady
It's
side.
a shady monk.
Slim shady. 1 barley.
1 barley, and I will
Yeah.
put that here for $1. Here, I'm
$1.
gonna start another bank over here.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah. Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow. Already. I will buy the water. I will spend 2 and put it on the sunny side.
I will do the 5. Shady side.
I like it.
I'll go with the 4. Let's put him there. Oh, that's nice thick money.
Yeah.
Huh. All right, I will take the $2 monk. Oh, can barely reach. And I will put him here on the shady side for $2. Done.
Um, 3. 2 change. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Trigger the monk.
Already, I like it.
Wow.
Wow.
And that gets you $9.
$9, yeah.
Okie doke.
Nicely done. I will come over here to the 2.
Boo! Rhymes with 2.
Where do I want to place him?
In hell.
Let's try here.
For 4.
And that means I need to give up another 2 because I'll go like this to take my 2 back and properly pay the 4.
Look at there. Spend 2 for that. 10, and I get back 5. Whoops, sorry. I get back 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Starting a bank over here. Done.
Okay. I'm going to hop all the way to the 1 monk.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oops. I pushed too far. And 1.
Okay. Go here. Pay 3.
I think somebody wanted to do that.
Game is awesome.
You're going to pay 6.
I will come here, spend. I'm going to spend 3 this time. Oh, the question is where? Here. There we go.
All right. I'm going to be the start player next round.
Do I want to buy barley?
Or do you want your choice of things?
Whatever I do, that's what's going to happen. I will, yeah. I'll take 2 coins.
Okay.
I'm going to take that.
Look at him
Do
go.
blue.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, you
Move
get
3.
Yep.
And take 4.
That's
I like
not
it. I like the
bad.
strategy actually. It's interesting. It's going for covering them all. Get them early and get them often.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a shed method this time. So this will cost me 6.
Okay.
I will need 4 back.
You got a shed.
4, and I will acquire a shed here.
All right, add it up.
What kind of shed?
I think it's going to be a 2.
3.
It's 10, 13 would put me into the 12 to 17 range, which is a 2.
There's a 2.
Thank you.
Which 2 would you like to do?
And that's a good question. I think I'm going to go for the 4 money and the 1 on the blue.
All right.
So I will turn in one of those and take a 5.
Actually, we did that. Technically, you should move your Brewmaster 1 first.
Yes, you are correct. There's my Brewmaster
There you
moved.
go. It doesn't matter, but
Brewma-
you're supposed to do that first.
Brewmaster.
I've already passed. Nikki's passed. Lincoln, what would you like? He's going to move something too. And
Nice.
Rusty, you are going to move your Brewmaster 1. All right, that's round 1.
Okay.
So we put a purple token out where there aren't any. We put the monks out, and then we're going to fill all these spaces. Do we buy everything? We did.
We did.
I'll help from this side.
Okay,
How
cool.
about that? Just because. Thrilling.
And everything else is done, correct?
Yeah.
Okie doke. Well, I will go here and I'll take that 5. And I'm going to put that on the
Shady side.
Shady. It's ever so shady.
Where's the cheap stuff? Too far. Too far ahead. I will pay 4. 1, 2, 3, 4
For which?
for this one.
Okay.
And shady side it.
Okie doke.
So I'm going to pay 4.
For 8. Ooh, I like it.
I don't have the 10 to pay for that 5 where I'd want to put it.
Yes, you do. You have $15 in privilege
I
cards.
do have $15 in privilege cards, but I'm not
I'm just
in the
letting you
mood
know.
for that
I'm
yet.
Just letting you know.
So I think I will go with the 3,
Water.
the water, and I will place it here for 3.
All right. I'm going to take this 1 for 1.
Dave, curse you.
Put it here. Cost me 1.
Now I don't know what to do. That was my move. Seems like a waste of a monk. We have 2 of that color. I really don't want to be spending 5.
So don't.
Then I have to go very far.
Where are you? You can go here.
I only have 2 2s.
Fair enough.
Doesn't seem worth it.
Gets you $2 in 2 advancement. I don't disagree, but you could. You could go here, spend 3 for a monk.
Yeah, that's.
You already got one of those guys.
I know.
Or spend 6 and put them on the other side.
Yeah.
Or just put them anywhere. He doesn't have to be near anything. You could put him here
Yeah.
and then fill it later.
I do that. Okay. No, I need to keep it cheap.
Okay.
So 3.
Take back 7. And where do you want him?
He has to stay in the shade since I'm doing it cheap.
I like it. So anytime you put here, basically you can double hit later.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta mock it up. And just do 3 advancement here.
Okay.
I will go here for 5.
Rusty.
Place him there.
Everybody's taking everybody's tiles. That was what I wanted. All right. I'll take this other 5. It goes here. And I spend $5 on that.
Did I pay enough money for that? I don't think I did.
For what?
Where'd
I
you
think it was
price?
4. I think
Oh,
I
yes,
paid
you had to
4.
double pay it.
Yeah, yeah. Good thing I caught that. So I paid 4. Need to get 6 back.
All right, I gotta do this. All the way, oop, wrong person. All the way over here. I will spend 4. Dunt.
Water on the light side.
Water on the light side, and now that completes that. So I'm getting a
Okay.
8, 9, 12, 15,
Let me see. 6, 7, 10, 14.
14.
6, 7, 10, 14.
All right.
Still, it's the same
It's
thing.
a 2.
It's a 2 either way. So first things first, move your Brewmaster 1. And then which 2 are you going to score? Probably the 4 or 2.
Yeah.
They have to be opposite of each other.
Yep. So there's that. So
get
I got
$4.
$4, which is good.
And yellow moves 2.
3, 4, 1, 2. Done.
Okay.
Wow. I love it.
That's $2.
I love that jump to the end. That was fantastic. That was fantastic.
Crazy person.
That was exciting,
It
Lincoln.
completes this though, guys.
Oh, it does.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
hang on.
sorry.
So it's $9, $12, which is
Yeah,
a
12.
level 2.
Level 2. Brewmaster moves 1.
Yep.
And then which 2 opposites are you going to take?
Money and water.
Yep, makes sense.
1, 2, 3, and $5.
Yep. Totally makes sense.
All right.
That was cool, Lincoln.
I move to here for scoring, which I will score the single monk, giving me $12 and 2 movement on blue. So I will take $12.
Okie doke. What am I going to do? I guess I'm going to go here for 2. Except I'm going to spend 4. Put him here. Done. The 3?
The 3. For 3. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Done.
I do the 5.
For 5?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
It's expensive, but I'm not going to. I'll spend the 2 for
Oops,
the 1.
wrong one.
Sorry, thank you.
You're welcome.
2 for the 1 wood,
Yep.
which I will then place here.
All right. Go here. And fire this guy for $14. Also known as 15 minus 1. What? I'm going to trigger this monk and activate those tiles for $14.
You do that.
Done. I did it.
7. I will buy that 1 wood. I can't reach over there though. And it's going in the sun. So 2.
I will advance 2.
Okay.
Wow, I think I'm going to be a little crazy now and go money nuts.
That makes it easier for me.
And I will take another 9.
Rusty. All right, I gotta go. Ugh, I gotta be star player again.
Seriously?
Well, if you're star player, then I'm last.
True.
I needed Rusty to be star player.
Okay. I need coins again.
Okay, take 2. They're small.
And then I will be moving. I don't think I
Brewmaster
can,
1.
Yeah, I don't think I can collect anything out there yet, so I will move my Brewmaster 1. Thank you.
All right, on to the next round. Put out purple. I'm gonna fill the doubles first,
Sure.
only because we have enough tiles. I won't do that in the future.
And those have been filled, correct?
Wow, that is really interesting. Zagaba. All right. Spending $1 to go here.
David Arnott.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a 0. And it moves my Brewmaster 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. End of turn.
Okay. 4. That finishes this one. And I believe we're in the 8 to 11 zone. 4. 12. 12?
That's perfect. That gets you to the next one.
No, I know, but I kind of wanted the
it's-
Brewmaster to move 3. So
instead he
I
moves
missed-
12.
missed
Well, that's 12 there, I believe.
4,
Mm-hmm.
5, 6, 7, 8,
Yeah, 10.
10.
It's just 10.
I got it.
So your
Then I
Brewmaster
did
moves 3.
Do it.
Your Brewmaster moves 3.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
And then you get any one single one of those.
Any one single.
Which would you like?
I'm going to do. I need to move. I will move 1, 2. Nope. Take that back. I will move the wood 1, 2. Done.
Which number?
It's 5 for 10.
Nice.
All right. I'm going to spend a lot of money for this monk.
Gonna spend 8 for him?
Thank you. I will spend 8 for him. I will put him there. hope something comes of it.
Well, you clearly have a plan. I'm gonna go here. Here. I'm only gonna buy one of those 2 tiles, just the wood. And I'm gonna spend, I think, $10 for it. Let me just look real quick. Yeah, I'll spend $10 for that.
Okay.
Oof. Sunnyside is expensive, man.
Yeah.
It was just terrible.
Yeah.
You have money, it's gone in a heartbeat.
So I'm going to cash in one of my cards
Okay.
and get 3 coins, but it's immediately going back, and I'm buying that 4.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do the 3 wood. 6. Ooh, 4.
It kind of messed with my play. I think I will go here
5.
still, and I will spend the money on it. No, I'm sorry. Changing my mind real quick.
Okay.
I will go here. I will spend the 8
Oh, nice.
for that.
The yeast.
The yeast. That will go
Yeast
here
of
on the
Eden.
light side.
I'll yeast it up. I'll spend 6 for that and put it here. There's all my money. But that completes this. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. That is a 3. That moves my brewmaster 1. And not surprisingly, I will fire all 3 of those 5s. So I'll get $10 for this and 5 in the wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
End of turn.
Okay, I'm going to do a monk, a hooded monk, Obi-Wan Kenobi monk.
Okie doke.
So I am what? Activate?
You are triggering the monks.
Triggering the monks.
All right, so this monk is going to get you $4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $9.
Okay.
And this monk is going to get you 7, so you're going to make $16 from
Sure.
that.
Boy, the color choices are just not great.
Sometimes that's what you got to deal with.
I'll buy those 2
Ooh.
for 5. Well,
So
actually,
both
for
on the
6.
shady side?
For 6.
The 4 on one and the 2 on
Yeah.
the one on the other? Nice.
I don't have the money for the 5.
You can cash out cards.
I can, but I'm still not looking for that. So I think I will go with the wood for
Yeah, I wanted
the
that wood.
2, and I'll spend 4 because it's going on the sunny side.
All right. I'm going to go here,
Get a monk.
and I will spend 2 to put them on the shady side. That gets me back 8, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That gets me 6. Five. I'm going to spend 10.
Goodness. Okay. I'm gonna do monk. The hooded monk.
Okay.
So it's gonna give me $5
Yep.
and 3 wood
Yep.
and 1 hops.
And
1
and 1 bump on your brewmaster.
Yeah, I'll take
because of
that.
the other monk. And you get to play a privilege card.
And I think it's gonna be $12.
Yeah.
I have to assume that's pretty much the first one everyone's going to play.
Probably. He took the space just before me, so I have to actually jump a little further to trigger this monk, which will get me all advancement. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the white, 1 on the blue, 3 on the green, 1, 2, 3, and 1 on the wood. And I will also be playing my $12.
That makes sense. All right, I'll go here. I'll spend 5 to put that there. Done.
Okay. Gonna do my yellows. So that is gonna get me $6, $7, $8, $10. And 2 on the barley. 1, 2.
Okay, I'm gonna take these both. So it'll be 10 for this one,
Wow, that's exciting. Well, because you just got $12.
and 3 for this one.
Yep.
And this is done, and that's 15, 19, 20.
Nice.
Nice.
So it's a 3.
Your brewmaster moves 1.
Yeah, do
Here's
that
a 3.
first, yeah. Now I gotta pick. I think I wanna try to get some money and move my dude if at all possible. I think that does it. So, well, not money, it gives me 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gives me $5. And it gives me a single monk, no, another monk bump.
Mm.
There we go.
No cheap monks. Well, there is a cheap monk.
There is a cheap monk if you want it.
That's a little too
It's
far
really more
ahead.
like a woodchuck
Yeah.
than a cheap monk.
Cheap monk.
It's more like a meerkat.
I'm going to move here. I will place this here for 4.
Thank you, Rusty, for not taking the thing I wanted. I am going to go here.
Oh, wow.
I got fire stuff. I got $3.
Yeah, yeah.
I am going to pick a number. I'm going to fire all my 5s. So I'm going to get $5, $10, $15, and 5 wood advancement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and $15. Done.
Back of the pack. I will be buying the hops there. I will place it on the sunny side, so for 4.
There you go.
I'll take that wood.
Hmm.
For 4.
Wow. The monk remained.
Yeah.
I will spend 2 and place him there.
All right, well, Nikki,
Yeah.
you get to be the star player if you want. I'm actually going to spend... I'm going to spend $8 for that. Is that really what I'm going to do? It is. I'll spend $8 for that.
I'm actually going to move one of my resources up
Up to?
to
I like it. Means I'm not last.
1, 2.
It's a tough choice, right? There's something to be said for being the star player. But then you also get other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to advance my brewmaster 1.
Wow. Well, Rusty, do you want to be first or fourth?
I think I'm going to be 4th, believe it or not. I'm going to go for the money.
Wow, that's fantastic. All right, so let's put these 5 ones out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we fill in from the 2s.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm going to hand you a few because I cannot reach over
That
there.
sounds good. And I'll start working from the back here.
Are you there?
And that's all of them.
Look at that. Wow.
2 of the same dude.
You can just pick up 2 right away, just like that.
Wow.
That's exciting.
Too bad they're not of any value to me any longer.
Just me and Nikki,
But,
really.
but they are. I mean,
They cover
there's still
stuff.
spaces
Yeah.
inexpensively, and then they can be triggering your brewmaster.
True.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah. You've got the other 2 down there.
Yeah. I'm gonna just spend 1 for that. I'll put it there for $1.
Oh, woe is me not paying attention. Whatever. Okay, buying the barley for 1, and that finishes off.
I really can barely afford that one.
1, and I got me 12.
Joke still makes me laugh. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed that makes me laugh.
Oh, no, that would be... All right, so what happens if I trigger this monk?
If you activate this monk from this tile, you
Activate.
move your brewmaster 1
1.
space only.
Eek.
And that gives you $5.
No, 5
Five.
Oh, it's 5
Five.
blue.
Track,
Yeah, that's
which
good
is
too.
what I want.
Yeah.
So do it.
I know, that's kind of not so wonderful.
It's
No,
what
but
it
you've got
is.
money.
It's good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You got money though. I mean, it'd be one thing if you were hurting for money, but you're not.
Okay. Six. For that barley. I could barley afford it.
God, I keep telling myself I'm not going to laugh at that
No,
joke.
Yeah,
it was
you
hops.
are.
It was hops.
1,
Sorry.
2, 3.
Keep saying I'm not going to laugh at that, and then yet
I was hopping around and I couldn't afford it.
and yet I keep laughing at it.
Hopped forward, couldn't afford it.
Am I going to spend all my money on that?
And this,
It's good, dude. Seriously, if
Oh,
I could have
all of
done it,
it?
I would have done it.
you can always throw away a card.
I know.
Or just do one of them, whatever's most valuable for you.
Right.
Believe me, I would like to get some good green in here, but it's not happening.
Hey man, get some good green in here.
I think I am going to just take the 1
4, yeah. It's good.
Are you
It's good.
doing that? Are you
Wheat
doing that?
at 8, and then I'm going to get a shed off of this.
Okay. What kind of
It's
shed?
8, 10, 11, so it's
A 1.
a 1.
Brewmaster moves 3.
Brewmaster moves 3. 1, 2, 3.
And then which one do you want?
That's an excellent question. I think I'm going to go with the 4 here.
The one in the back? The one that's lagging behind? And there. I'm going to spend 8 for that. 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's an 18. It's a 3 shed. My brewmaster moves 1, and I get a 3, and I will do it here, like so. That gets me $10 and 4 wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, and $10. End of turn.
I need change.
Done?
Yeah. I think I didn't pay enough there.
Okay.
Wow!
2 for that.
That's so exciting.
It's not going to yield me any money. I am 1 too far for that. I may have to actually jump.
Jump, bump, bump, bump,
Might as well
ba-dum,
jump.
ba-dum,
Yep.
bump, ba-dum, bum.
3. Here to trigger my X, and I will score the 4s, which will earn me $4. 4 white, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 yellow.
All right. Go here. I'm gonna spend $9. 3 for putting this guy here, and 6 for putting this guy.
In the sun somewhere?
Yeah, but where? I've kind of done this badly. 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess there.
Go, Nikki.
Blue. So I got $4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you bump up 8.
And I go 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that true, I can do that. I am actually going to do the monk for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, I think I pretty much have to go and do this. So I'm going to trigger my monk, which will give me $10.
Okay.
Or bump a monk and gives me $10. And I get to choose a card.
Yep.
What do I want to do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do the 5. Brewmaster. Okay. I've got him standing, which is not certainly very clear.
Two to here for 2.
Cool.
I'm gonna trigger the wood. That's gonna get me $5 and a 9 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's actually gonna get me $9.
Right.
And I get to put a card out. And that card will be the $12.
Yeah, the money's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. I'm buying that for 4.
I'm gonna craft and take the
Which one is it?
Brewmaster around the corner.
Okay. Do you have any others?
I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, all my monks.
You have $5 monks, correct? Nothing's at 20. You're not, things are all in the wood. You don't have 6 5s or 6 1s, I assume, right?
Nope.
You don't have, do you have 3 of the same kind of shed? You have only 1 shed? Or 2 sheds?
2 sheds.
All right. That's it?
Wow, I thought that was going to go away. I thought I was going to lose that. So I
No.
will come here.
You're going to get it.
I am going to get it, and I am going to place it here for 1.
I'm be a star player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially because I got money.
5.
3, $6 for that. So that triggers, that's a lot of money this time, a lot of points this time. So it's 7, 10, 14, 20. So that gives me another
Brewmaster moves 1.
of 3, yeah. Another 3-er. What do I want? I really would like to bump green up. So I will take, it's not a lot of money, but let me see here. No, that's really the only way to do it. Okay, so I move 3 for blue, nope, yep, 3 for blue, 1, 2, 3. 3 for hops, and 3 doll hairs. There we go.
I'm going for the $2
Yeah,
again.
totally. Totally.
I don't think I have any barrel things completed, so I think I'm going to go
Your
all...
brewmaster, you can get 3 for that.
Oh, I can.
2 for that.
2.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's something. It doesn't
Yeah.
cost me anything.
You don't want any of these.
Unless
things
you want to
along the
go,
way. don't
unless you
want this one.
specifically want one of these. If you're not going to buy anything,
Yeah, I should get that one. For one. One for one. So I'll go there and get the wood.
Okay. There you
Fill in
go.
another space.
Now you can do it next turn.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go to the 2 bump.
Yep. Makes sense. All right, Nikki.
Then I'm gonna
Might as well go here
barrel.
and get it while you can.
Get that guy for
Do you have any others?
2. I don't think
Do you have
so.
6 ones?
She's got a
I
lot of
don't.
ones.
I
One,
have
two,
4
three,
ones.
4. You have 5 ones.
5 ones.
Oh,
Very
one.
close.
One
What about the
shy.
fives?
Get it?
5s, and I only
One,
have one.
2.
2 5s.
Yeah.
Sheds. You have
2, a 1, and a 2.
Yep. Okay.
I don't think I have anything else
I
that
don't
gets for barrel.
I don't think so
points.
either. So now you come in here.
Yep.
Move your brewmaster one.
Yay.
And we're on to round 5.
Are we into the 2s now?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We started last turn.
So none
Here,
of them
start
have been
here.
placed? Those have been placed?
Yes. Start here. Nope.
Oh,
Yep. It's easy to forget.
yeah, I see. Yep.
Okay.
Who's first? Oh, Dave again.
Me.
Okay.
Wow. Well, I'm not going to think too hard about it. I think I'm going here for 16. And that's going to go there, right? And where's this going to go is the question. I guess here. No, I will go here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's such a shame. I take it back. I go there. So it's not 16. It will be 10, 13. Done.
Okay. I'm triggering my 2s.
I like it.
So I get 2
Two blue, yeah.
1, 2. I get 2 barley,
Yeah.
1, 2. I get 2 wood, 1, 2.
Yeah.
I get 2
Mhm.
hops,
Yeah.
1, 2,
And $2.
and $2.
Nice.
One. Which I'll just do this.
This is going to be a bit of a leap, but I will be triggering this. I will be triggering this monk, which will get me $9. And this one will get me 3 on the wood and 2 wheat.
Barley.
Barley.
Although they have wheat beers. Could be grain. Just grain.
Grain.
Just generic grain.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna
Don't throw your dude around.
I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna fire the white. God, that seems dumb. What's under that? 1 and a 5. Oof, so expensive. Yeah, I'm gonna fire the white. So I'm gonna get $2, $3, $4, and 3 advancement in the white. 1, 2, 3. It's also known as 5 minus 1. Done.
Right? 4. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. That finishes this one. That is 8. 17, 18, 18. I get a 3-er for that.
Cool.
First, move my monk. Then, I got 3. think I want to activate them. Activate trigger. Dave.
Which?
Activate trigger. What?
That activates.
All right.
So you're doing,
I'm getting $8
and you're getting 1 Brewmaster movement.
and a brewmaster.
You could do that or just get $10. Your choice.
I want my brewmaster's
Yeah.
pretty far. 5, 6, 7, 8. That goes over there. Brewmaster.
Okay. I'll do the 3.
I will spend the 3. Get 7 back. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To place him here. That is a 10, 11. That gets me a 1, but I move 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Get a 1, which I will move the hops 1, 2, 3.
All right. I'm going to go here. Can I have those 2 tiles, please? The 5 and the 1.
Ooh.
I'm going to spend 11, 10 for that and 1 for this. This is going to go here, and that will close that off. And this is going to go here. 2, 3, 4, 5. That gets me a 0. And it moves my Brewmaster 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done.
Pay 4.
Okay, I don't have a lot of money, so I will trigger green. So that's going to be
Nice.
3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then $9.
Yep.
Cool.
I think these tiles will be important to me.
We're going to buy both?
I'm going to buy both.
Sweet.
So that's 2, 4, 6, 7. And I will put them both.
There's so many things you want to do.
I know. It's
Like, I want to do
ridiculous.
this, but if I do that, will you snake that for me?
Around
And if I do
here.
this?
Snaking.
Yep. Like, how badly do I want that monk? Because I have 2 and I haven't fired it yet, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I can't. I need this. Like, I can't lose this to one of you guys. I have to fire green. So that gets me 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $12. And green moves 9 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I will play move my Brewmaster 5 card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
Done.
did I do that? 5. I'm counting my ones. So I'm going to
Yep.
buy that one. I will put it on the sunny side, so that's 2.
Always on the sunny side.
3, change.
That is me.
Sweet. 2. Oh, wait, do I really want to do that? Oh, I have the money.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do it. $2.
All right. I will come here to complete this shed for 2. And this is 13, 18, which gets me a 3 shed and 1 bump of the Brewmaster. And I will go with the $10.
Okie dokie.
And take that as 2 5s.
Okay. The $10? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
The 3.
For the
I thought
shed.
you were doing that.
I know.
I'm
I was
sorry.
like, why aren't you
I
taking
said
your card out?
$12.
But
Yeah.
Right. All right, I'm going here.
yeah.
And I'm finally going to fire this guy.
Pew, pew.
Pew, pew. Okay, one at a time. Brewmaster bump. 5, 6, 7. And 5 is $12. And then this guy gets me 5 in blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And $14.
No.
Yes?
No. Oh, yeah, pink.
Each of these-
Yeah.
that.
Each of these.
Yeah. Good. That's
Not
awesome.
moving the brown.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't my intention, it just happened.
I think you're pretty flush with cash.
I am. Let's see if that does me well for the last round.
All right, I'm moving all the way to the 1 water and buying it. And it's going on the sunny side of the street.
On the sunny side of the street.
And I will buy this 2 hops. So it will get me, finish this one off. I only have 6 points in it, so it gives me 6 bumps on my Brewmaster and a 0.
Nice.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
So 6.
Kept not working for
1,
me
2,
to do
3,
that.
4, 5, 6. And that is that. Did I pay for that too? I don't think I did. Glad I'm catching that. Because I paid 2 earlier for something. I think I'm confusing with that.
I thought I saw you throw money in.
Don't think I had it.
Sadly, I think I'm going to.
All right,
try
that makes
to
my
do,
decision easier.
Which will go.
Thank you, Rusty.
You're welcome. So that's 2 for that.
I'm going to go here and get 10. Spend 10 for that. Done.
Okay, I'm going to the barrel, and I have a ton of ones.
Did you have 6 now?
Oh,
Yeah, you paid for it.
I paid
Yep.
for another one, so I have like 7 ones now. I
Anything
don't
else?
think I fill anything else still. I don't have the monks. Yeah.
Okay, I will. 2.
I like it. Look at that. He's got them all there.
Around the corner.
Round the corner. Here
Oh, that's
he
a thing
comes.
too, right? Yeah.
Round the corner, Lincoln goes.
I think this is the turn that I do what everybody had been wanting me to for the
Maybe
last few
start
turns.
player?
I'm going to take start player this turn.
I will take the Brewmaster then.
All right. Put me with the cash money.
All right.
Okay. A lot of monks there in that first position.
Yep. All right, tile.
It's a
Keep feeling for
mystery.
the curve.
Yeah. Wow.
And one more.
A lot of nice stuff there at the front, but I need
Oh
to.
my God.
I need to start triggering a couple of things. I think. Well,
It's
I
up to
don't
you.
know. That's 14. I don't have that much. I think I'm just going to make a big jump.
Boo.
I need to take that to trigger these.
I won't lie to you. I
I
wanted
knew
that.
he was
So-
in the monk game.
Yeah, I know.
2 wood and $2. And then 3 on the water.
Fire in the sky? I apologize.
And then I will need to play a card here, which I will play my. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. That could bump that up a good deal, but I think I want my Brewmaster
Steaming mad at
up
brew.
further.
I
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is my turn.
All right, I'm going to hear.
Buying both?
Yeah. That's 5. And 2 double is 4 is 9. So that spends 9. That closes this off. And it's at 5, 10, 15, 20, 24.
Woof. So you get a 4 thing.
I'll take a 4 and I will do $5 and all the rest in victory points. So 7 in yellow and 4 in green. Done.
Oh, where am I? At the beginning. Buying hops. Mrs. One Lady. There's $2. That finishes this one off. And it is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can move 3 up. 1, 2, 3. And I get a 1 fire. What do I need to move? Everything.
Everything!
That doesn't get me to a different bracket, so that doesn't really matter. I will move that 1, 2. This one.
Okay. Collar.
Wait, yellow.
Yeah, I'm good.
Or
I
brown.
thought you said wait.
Oh, sorry, or wood. I didn't see,
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I get to choose another one of these. I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will move that based on the number 8. 8.
What are you talking about? You only have
He's using
one
his
white
card.
token.
He's using his card.
Oh, yeah, purple tokens, correct.
Yes.
Yeah, totally. That's right.
His fancy card.
Yep.
He just took the turn that I was about to take, which I am actually going to jump and do the same thing here, but I will be triggering green, which will get me $2 here.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3 up on the path. I will then play that same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 furthest back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, let's all do the same thing. I can't not go here. If I don't get this, I got no chance. So, I am firing these two. So that's going to get me 5, 6, 7, 8, $9 and 1 advancement here. And then over here, I'm going to get $4 and 9 in green and 5 in yellow. And then I will play, interesting, I guess the blue makes the most sense.
Go, Nikki.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Well, I have to go for that last purple.
I think I moved somebody's token.
Are you red?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what did you do? You went here. You
Yeah.
moved.
Somebody
you moved
did I
me.
move you.
I
Yeah.
was here, and you moved me to there.
Right. And that's still fine. That's what you want.
That does not change my move.
Right.
As crazy as that sounds.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the purple. I have
Yeah,
to
you have
go
to.
all the way over there.
You can't not get it.
I don't know if I should trigger the wood or one of these other
There you go.
deals.
Well, the wood gets you a card, but
Right.
it doesn't get you necessarily what you need. Although,
The wood would bump me up 3
yeah,
and $1,
and it gets you to play a card,
and I can play a card.
which would bump
That
something
was
else up.
what I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah, it makes the most sense. Wood, or what was the other choice? White or green?
Or hops. White would get me
No, wood is a better choice.
3, and
Yep.
3.
No, wood is absolutely your better choice.
Wood.
Wood,
Okay.
wood.
Wood.
So you get $1.
Wonderful.
You get 3 wood. 1, 2, 3, and you get to play a card.
And I was thinking this one. What does this one do again? I'm sorry. What
I
does
actually
this
think
one do again?
this is your best card. You pick a color, let's say yellow.
Okay.
You count how many you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you move it that many spaces.
Oh, that would be better than upping my barrel, I think.
I think so too. That
So
would move
6?
yellow 6. Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm gonna go in the barrel space.
All right, you got all the guys in the wood, right?
Yeah, and I got the 3 cards,
Yeah.
and I think that is it.
Okie doke. Have you filled the side? No. Have you got 4 different ones? We just
one?
picked that.
Oh yeah, all my
No,
stuff. Yeah.
That would be this one as well because all are in the wood.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You
What
do
was
not
the
have.
one?
I gave you the wrong one.
Okay.
This is all
yeah, I
5
didn't
of
do
your
those 2
things.
yet. Which one is that? That's
That's
this
this
one.
one.
Yeah, my bad.
No, no worries.
It's a similar icon.
Yeah.
Does
Do you
it
have 4
all
different sheds?
Not yet. No.
Do you have 3 of a kind sheds?
No.
No.
Okay, just checking.
Here for 2. And that is my turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go here. And that's gonna be 6 times 2 is 12. And it's gonna go here and here. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. That's this. That moves my brewmaster up 1. And for my 3, I'm gonna do that. So that gets me 5 blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 white, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and my brewmaster bumps up 1.
What was I gonna do? Turn in cards. Okay, I'm not gonna be gaining any more stuff, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
nobody
turn
can
in
get
my
any more in.
cards.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna get
are you moving to
6.
the end?
Not yet.
Okay.
But I don't think it's gonna make a difference. I buy that wood and it does nothing for me.
Well, then why are you buying it?
I'm not going to.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'm gonna just turn these 2 in and get 6.
Okay, so you turn that in for
Oops.
6. That's not your turn. That's just
That's any time you can.
you can do that anytime
I
during your
know.
turn. And now are you moving to this?
Yes.
What would you
and
like? You can. The brewmaster bump doesn't
no,
get you
it doesn't
anything.
get me higher, so I'm gonna
The
do
$2. How much money do you have right now?
6.
All right, so $2 doesn't help. You have 8 actually.
Oh yeah.
So $2 would get you a movement, but that gets you
Yes.
2 movement
It gets me.
or a victory point.
It gets me the hops up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think,
think
that's
that's
your,
a better
I think
move.
that's your best play. Before you do that, was there anything here you could have collected?
I do not. I
Yes.
only have 2s.
Don't you have 4 different? Oh, you don't have 4 different.
No, you don't.
Fair
I don't
enough.
have a 4. If I had a 4
Or a 0.
or a 0,
Yep.
or I fill. Look how close I am to filling in one of these sides.
Yeah.
But nothing.
Okay. 3.
All right, I'm going to try to continue working on my dark side to here. Dark side.
Well, I'm going to spend 20 for all 3 of these.
I don't understand how you're so flush with cash.
No, he just. It's.
I
the
bumped
things
the
that he's-
wood up early, not on purpose, and then, so when I fired this wood, it was all money.
Okay. That's crazy.
5, 10, 15, 21 is a 3. So I need to put this in 3 form, I guess, like that. 5, 10, 15, 21 is a 3. And I'll do it like this. And take 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 9 white. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's my turn again, and I do not have. I think I'll just finish this one. Let's see if I can do something that'll be valuable. Because if I can do a 3,
Do you have $7?
well, I have $11, right?
Okay.
But if I can do maybe,
Well, doing this,
yeah, that'll fill it up. Let's just go for that.
and it gets you all of the the dark
Yeah,
side.
yeah,
right?
dark side zone.
Can you do the other side? You can't, right?
Over here, do something.
Yeah.
It's not as valuable to me, right?
Well, no, it has to close. Or
Right.
it's not valuable at all. Otherwise,
Right.
you're wasting money.
So that's 7. Let me just spend that 1.
I'm just throwing.
And that's gives me $1 change.
You spend the card, the $3 card.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And then that finishes that. That's a 5, 10, 17, which is a level 2. Gosh darn it, that's not correct. I think that's my only choice, though. Oh, well.
To complete that.
Well, I was hoping
Are you trying to get 3 of
bump
a
up.
kind or one
I was
of
trying
a-
to bump up 2 here, right? I was hoping to stay underneath that.
But
But
you can bump up 2. You're going to get 2 bumps.
I can bump with a monk.
You're going to get 2 bumps.
Bunk with a monk.
It's going to work out great.
Okay, so that's a 2. Oh, no, but the other thing I was hoping to get was a 3
understand.
of a kind, right?
That's a 2.
Yeah, that's all I can
So
do.
hang on, you get 1 Brewmaster movement with that.
Yep, that's good, though. At least
Do
1.
that first.
Although it doesn't help me really.
You get a Brewmaster movement for the tile, for the shed. Take it
Do it.
now.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now you get to
Yeah, that's
activate
cool.
2 tiles. Yeah.
That's cool. And then I get $4.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a whole $5. It won't pay for one of those things.
Well, you have $8 technically if you trade that card in.
Well, I'm going to have to, right? There's no value to that.
Correct.
Go, Rusty.
Well, I've got one of 3 choices, and I think the one that makes sense is coming here. I mean, I've only got 2 tiles to pick up to complete that, but
hey, it's a chance.
it's a 1, and then I can score on a future turn. This is 6, which gets me a 0,
Nice.
which gets me a 6 bump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on my Brewmaster, and that's that.
I really wonder if it's even possible to do. I mean, maybe in a
To get your
two-player
Brewmaster
game.
all the way up?
No, I mean, I got my Brewmaster up in the last game we played because
To
I,
the 1-1?
yeah, because
Wow.
I did
A
a
lot of
bunch of
zeros?
zeros. Yeah,
All right, I'm going to go here.
craft or barreling.
All right, a guy at 20. No, not all 4 thing. 3 cards. Right?
Yep,
I have 6 5s.
sweet.
In fact, I think I have more than 6. Let's
Doesn't
make
matter.
sure, yes.
Both sides, right?
Did I? Yeah, both sides.
Wow, that's huge.
That's crazy.
Do you have that one already?
All the guys in the wood.
Woof, we've been playing Dave's game.
A 4, a 3. Wow, I don't have 4 different ones. That's pretty fantastic.
Really? Do you have
I
3 of the same?
I have a 4, a 3, and 2 blanks. I do have 3 3s, though.
4 3s. Oh, wait.
No, it's 3. It's
Oh, it's
4,
only 3.
4 non.
I do have
yeah.
4, but I
Yeah.
only need
Okay.
3. And that's it. Wow, that was huge.
Yeah.
That was insane.
That's
Well,
a
it's
lot.
good. Nobody bumped into you on that, right? Like the 20 was kind of unattainable.
I think once
for
I
most of
got
us.
there, the thing is, it's 2 points regardless.
Right.
No, there's
It's
no.
just hard to get there. Like
Yeah.
I was trying to do some of that, but it didn't happen. So it's Nikki's done.
Back to you, Link.
Yeah, I don't think there's much more. I can't. There's no point in spending any money. I
So
don't think I
bumping your
craft. Do I
Brewmaster-
craft? Or I
Oh.
already did that. No, I
Do
haven't
your-
done that.
Yes, you finished.
Get some
You
barrels.
finished the dark side.
Oh, I finished.
Dark
right?
side.
Yes.
Do you have? Did you pick up
No. I don't
5 of
think
these
so.
in the process?
More ones.
1, 2, 3,
6 ones or
5.
6 5s?
No, I couldn't get the ones really. I only have a couple.
Didn't do this. You
Nope.
already got this guy,
Yep.
right?
That's
I wish
it.
these were. It's unfortunate, right?
You're
you almost
around
should
the
keep them
corner,
up this
Lincoln.
way.
Just to know what you have.
You're
Yeah.
around.
I know.
the
I'm already
corner.
good. I already did.
Do you
around
have
the
3 of a
corner.
kind of these?
I thought.
I don't know. That's what I was
Dave
saying. I
did
was
it.
hoping to do.
You have a 2.
No, I
Do you
have
have-
two 2s, 2 3s, and a blank.
Dave did the around the corner. You did not.
Yeah, I did.
Wait, there's a barrel here, and you
That's
just
the
No, no,
20.
it's to
That's
20.
the
It's to
20.
20.
Anyone
yeah,
has
no,
the
I did
20.
the around the corner.
He did
That
it- he
was-
did it
Yeah,
first.
let's show these here.
He got it
like
first.
Dave was saying. So I had all my barrels around the
okay.
corner. My goods. And I got my 2 for that, so go ahead, Rusty.
Okay, well, I'm going to jump here as well. I do not have a 20. I do have scoring all 4 for those guys. I do not have 6 5s. I do not have 6 1s. I do not have 3 equal. I do not have all 15, and I don't have 4 different.
Samurai.
Wait, yes I do. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
Sweet.
I do have 4 different.
Nice.
All right. So that's that.
All right, I'm going to spend these 2 cards for $6. Only because the rule is like
As far
anytime
as
on your
using the
turn.
10 at the
Well,
end.
I'm going to the end, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the $2 doesn't help me, right?
No, the point. Might as well take the point.
Well, I'm just saying the Brewmaster doesn't help me.
Right.
Keeps me the same thing. So I will go here for the point. I'm just pointing it out.
Neither Rusty or I get a bonus.
That is
on
incorrect. You, if you want to take $2,
Like
that
it's
takes you to
10.
10.
Oh, sweet. No, I meant the Brewmaster bumping up. We're both in the same place.
Right.
Sweet.
Which means I get the bumping of the Brewmaster, which doesn't
Because
help.
buying
but
that 3 wood doesn't help, right? It doesn't close anything off.
I don't believe so. But I can just turn
Oh,
those
and turn
two
your
in for
last card in.
6.
Yeah, I did. I took. Well, no, I was taking the money. I guess
Yeah.
is what I was doing. But here, let me just take a 5. Cool.
All right, so now you do the consolidate thing.
Yeah, let's do it one at a time, just so we get this correct.
Can we start?
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
So I'm at a 2 to 1. So that goes back 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, and that's pretty much, that's it. Because any,
because
any further movement.
Yeah, exactly. They just go back and forth.
All right, Nikki, you are at
3 to
3 to
1.
1.
So I go 1, 2, 3.
No, that was here.
That was here.
Okay.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Wait, was that, I think it
1.
jumped 2 on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
1, 2, 3.
One of them jumps forward because of that, but I don't know that it matters.
Doesn't matter.
She could have technically done it like that, but it didn't make any difference, right?
Okay.
Right. Okay.
As long as you see it.
All right,
So
Lincoln.
2.
So I'm at 2 to 1.
All right.
1, 2. 1, 2. Done.
Correct.
Yep.
Rusty?
I'm at a 2 to 1 as well. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1.
Hey, you can put them all on 4 or 5.
Yep, and they all end up on 5. Isn't that special?
Okay. Now, for every $10, you can move a thing forward 1. I have $10. I'm going to do that. Doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, I mean, I do, but it doesn't make
I
any
don't have
difference.
it.
You have the $10,
Wish I had
but
gotten down to 1. That'd be awesome.
yeah, doesn't make any difference.
Yep.
It doesn't make any difference.
Doesn't make any difference.
So your score then is, in this case, you are going to multiply, is this 2? 2 times 3 is 6, plus
Oh, times
10,
3, okay.
12.
Yeah.
So Nikki's score is 12.
Okay. And mine is 5, and it's 2 times 5 is 10, plus, now they flip these back over, 24, 8? 28?
Your score would actually be times 4
Oh,
on
okay.
5, so that'd
Correct.
be 20 plus.
20 plus 18, so 38. Sorry,
38.
Rusty.
No, and I'm also 20. I'm at 5 times 4, 24, 26. And I don't have any of the bonus cards.
Niche. 13 times 5?
Ooh, 50, 65.
Wow. 10, 20, 75, 85, 89.
We were playing Dave's game.
That's ridiculous.
Cool.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's heaven and ale. What do you think, Nikki?
It drives me nuts. I mean, I got 12 points.
Right.
It's not a good feeling, actually. And I thought I was doing better than I have in the past 2 games that I've played, trying to keep everything moving forward.
You
and
were
it
doing good
still
on that.
didn't
It was
work
just,
out.
I think bumping 1 up all the way is pretty powerful, particularly if you can get it around the corner.
Yeah.
Problem is, it's 2 to 1 all the way till here.
Yeah.
It's if you can get the Brewmaster to 20, wow. But what had happened was I initially was getting tokens, and then didn't have a lot of money, then started cashing money. Then I just realized, hey, I should do purple now. You know, I mean, I didn't do as many as I did here, but I just did a bunch of purple because that way it started moving these other things around. And I think that's where that comes into play. If you could make those happen, right? Because like this is big. You did do this one. It didn't, and she didn't do it for the money.
That one, and I did that one.
She did not do it for the money like the rest of us
I
did.
was doing okay with the money.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
wanted points.
I was impressed that you didn't need it.
Right.
The problem is you didn't get a chance to get a third one out.
Right.
Yep.
Because we'd taken everything except for the money. Everybody did this.
Those
I did that
purple
early
things
on too,
drive
which is
me
crazy.
insane, too.
But I was like, I might as well use it because the problem is they don't get restocked. My feeling about doing that, the whole thing there was if I just keep trying to do that, at least I'm going to get to use them.
I thought you were going to get 4 privilege cards out at one
I
point.
just
You were going so
well,
fast.
The
toward
problem
those.
was I needed, I was not planning on doing money. But I was
Right.
like, I got to do money. And, you know what I mean? I just did the things that were, going to be the most beneficial at the time. And I
Right.
think that that's a powerful potential strategy. The problem is you just have to balance the money with the movement of stuff. You know, it's difficult not having... I've actually focused, I think, in previous games more on the sunny side, where I actually complete... The one where I got the dude to 20, I filled up the sunny side, which was shocking to me. I thought for sure it was never get there, but the reality was it was the best benefit for what I was doing, because it was low value stuff
Right.
to get 7 or to get the 6 bump, or maybe go to this and get a 3 bump. I was kind of just angling for that. And it's powerful, and I did okay, but I didn't have a score like Dave's there. I thought, because I noticed nobody was going for the barrels, and I'm like, well, he's got a bunch of them. I didn't even think you had as many as you had.
I didn't either, to be
But
honest with
you filled up the board.
But that's the thing, right? So the first time I played this game, on my very first move, I bought a 4 or 5 scoring tile and thought, sweet, and I double paid for it. And
On the sunny side.
Yeah, on the very first move of the game, and I was basically just dead. I had no money for the rest of that game. I had killed all my cash money sort of up front. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And
Weren't you playing the cash-rich version of this game that doesn't truly exist?
even then, we were incorrectly triggering the monks from the sheds.
Right.
But it didn't matter because I still didn't have money over here that I was triggering. And what had happened was that I just thought, oh, okay, so I need to make sure I have some money. Now that said, I had decided before the game even started, my first these were my first bunch of purchases. I decided before the game started I was just going to get 1s and 2s and see if I could put 3 0 sheds out for 18 Brewmaster movement. And my original plan was, could I get this guy here at the expense of all these others, and would that exchange rate be enough?
I don't think it'd be strong enough.
See, I don't know, because
It's 1 for every single one. That's not it's not
1 for
that
1 is
huge.
pretty great. The problem with that strategy is you are at the mercy of what tiles show up.
Well, you need to have several of these high up to make that even worth it, I think.
Well, even if I just get 1 or 2 up there, then they
Right.
can all move up 1
Yeah,
to
that's
1,
true.
right? But my problem wasn't a problem. It's just you can have a strategy, but you're at the mercy of what tiles are available to you.
Right.
And it wasn't that I planned to get these 3 tiles.
But you wanted cheaper ones, I guess, right?
But by getting them by accident, I mean, look, I triggered this tile with this shed, and I triggered this tile with this shed, and I triggered this tile 3 more times with these 3 guys.
Yeah.
It wasn't...
And the wood. And yes.
Was that out then? Yes.
Yes.
And it wasn't... That
was a bunch of money.
That
and
wasn't
some
my
points.
plan.
Right.
It just was what showed up.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's a huge chunk of what happens in this game is
Right.
how the tiles come out, where you're at, with being able to grab them and stuff like that.
Rusty?
I didn't have any particular strategy I was going for. The first couple of games, I was always so focused on money. And this was just kind of, I burned through the money.
I thought you did a pretty good job balancing
That's-
money and actions there.
And that's what I did this time. It was not a matter of, let's get an engine like he had. That
Gosh,
just
you were
really
1
good.
away.
I was 1 away
There was
from
no way you
this
could
side.
buy that 3?
No, because
He has to go past this
Oh, yeah,
space
yeah,
to
yeah,
get
yeah.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. And so I would have gone here. I would have
Well, the
purchased
downer
it, but-
was we all leapt beyond these because we wanted these.
Yeah. Last round, everybody was picking those up, and you'll notice the one that's left is the one that everyone took early because
Right.
they were just trying to keep money.
It's an
to keep
interesting
going.
one.
Yeah,
That's locked.
it almost makes sense to not take that early because you probably know you can get it.
Right.
It's going to stay there for you early on. And it's weird because obviously triggering all the numbers, like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 5s. So if I were able at the end of the game to start, well, I had at least 2 or 3 of those from over here.
Right.
But let's say I had 4 or 5 5s. If I could trigger that in the last round, but what am I giving up to do that?
Right.
I mean, that's the thing.
Well, I was one of the first ones I went for. I actually think the first thing I did was a monk, which gave me like $9. Is this one right
Right.
here? I was trying to play a tighter game with money, and I never really was too badly out of it as far as cash goes.
No, I actually liked how your game started. I actually thought, oh, that's really cool. Lincoln, I genuinely thought you might get all 5 of your privilege cards out, which is an interesting strategy,
like
right?
to try to do that, but the problem was it took me a while to. You saw I had to jump ahead to get the monk that I didn't have, which was this guy.
Right.
I think it was here though, and that was a bummer. Like I wanted to fill the monks up right away. I just feel like. I know they're powerful. There's potential for them. There's potential for every single one of these. And my feeling was, just go for what you can get. Use them. Don't let them get lost. Right? I really don't like that these just don't get taken. And I don't mean just me. I mean anybody. It's frustrating to me that these don't. For the first few rounds, they just don't get taken.
Right.
And that's a downer. You know, I wish that they could be taken more. I'm not sure. I mean, I've never played this with fewer players. I know you got to play with 3, which is cool because that one is a quicker game, which is exciting to me. It's only 4 rounds instead of 6.
We did a rule wrong with that one, though. In a 3-player game, you double up the purple tokens, I think, here, and here. For the last round only.
I wonder why.
Just because at the end of the game is when you really need the purple token.
I know, but so do we all do. And Nikki didn't get one this round. Why wouldn't you get more when there's 4 players?
I did.
You did this one.
I jumped super far ahead.
Oh, you did that one?
To do that one, because it was the last one.
Yeah.
And
I think I did that one this round.
Right.
And I was out of cash, so it wasn't like I skipped anything to buy because I didn't have the money.
Well, that was, I think,
anyways.
that I did in the previous game, which doesn't have any bearing on this, but I think I did exactly that. I just leapt, I skipped all the other stuff because it was like, there's no point. Let's just see if I can. I did fill up some. I like I said, I finished this side for cheap. No. I did all that stuff in a previous round. In the final round, I just went around and just filled this up cheaply. That's what I did. And that was what was shocking because I never feel like I actually filled this side, which is shocking to me as well. But I was far enough behind that it was the chance was potentially there. It would have been nice to, although it got into the 2s. I don't see it, other than bumping it to a 5, which would still be great, it's still not enough to kill what Dave's got with his score because he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big barrels.
This score is crazy because the cash that I wasn't entirely expecting that I was going to have at the end of the game. I mean, on my last 2 turns, I bought 5 tiles. And they all went on the sunny side of the board, so I double paid for 5 tiles.
Well, you had the money, right? It was cool.
Correct.
That ping of all the wood was cool because it was
weird, but yes, it was very fun.
So it was $10 when you ping the wood plus 9 movement on the wood. And that was $9 in that too. That's right. It was all money.
It was all money.
It was all money.
It was all money.
That's neat.
It was pretty crazy.
It's cool. I did get my probably wood since you start there. I got my wood barrel there. Maybe in the
It
same
seems
game
like that's
I got
the
that.
easiest one to get there because it's already on.
Right.
one.
But I didn't. I think you need to try to do something like you did with it, where it becomes. You're hopefully triggering. See, you're already at the end. I don't know what that word. I guess money's cool in the last round though, really, because then you were able to do some massive filling there. You were landing on ones and taking 2 or 3 tiles.
Because we were specifically jumping ahead, there were a lot of spaces that had 2 or 3 tiles on them.
How do you feel about this one versus other plays?
Well, I didn't do as well in this one, but I felt much more comfortable with it.
Right.
My first play, my first game was terrible. It was not taught well, and I had a player who was just aggressive and just wailing on the board. But this, I didn't feel anywhere near as trapped. I felt I had options, but I saw those options go away also as people went away.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
so I started going, wow, this is actually much more strategic. There's more depth to it. I'm not going to necessarily get what I want, but I have to figure, okay, this will help me at least in this area. I can get money this turn. And I saw more options than I did.
I think this is the first time I
games.
actually got all my barrels around the corner before the scoring, which was rare too, because it's hard. I feel the sunny side is difficult, and if it comes at the end of the game, it's not great.
Yeah, my last game was like this.
Right.
I think most people's games probably fall around here somewhere.
Right.
I mean,
yeah, but there's things. You can make stuff happen. These are much. Well, they're all over here now. These are actually pretty great, all of them, including this one.
Right.
1 point per barrel is pretty awesome. That would have been another 6, 7 points for you on that.
And 5 for you.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then this one here is cool too. You choose one color and go all the way with that one.
Yeah, Nikki,
although this was neato here. Doing the purple tokens. I was really dreaming, fantasizing that I could get all the way to the fill it up and go, which is 12,
I
correct?
thought you could get them all. No, 10.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, yeah.
I thought you could get them all. Of course, the problem is you get them at the expense of not putting tiles on your board,
Absolutely.
right?
The funny thing is, you were asking from previous games. To me, in the previous games, I looked at this card and it was just worthless.
$3 to you?
Yeah, it was $3 to me. I never saw this ever getting played because, in the last couple of games, it was like 3 or 4.
Right. Well, that's
Were
the
people
thing.
just passing them
I think
up?
people don't. Well, in the initial games, you don't really realize you're going for money, and you're trying to get tiles to even do anything.
Right.
I started triggering them with barely any tiles on the board. Right. It's a weird thing. I just thought, well, let's see what that does. I get frustrated by those being left behind because they don't double up.
Right.
And I understand why they don't double up, but it's still a bummer. You know what I mean? Because it's like, man, that's scoring for something.
Right.
I don't think I scored the cash one till later, so I must have done. Like this one is the monk, I think, first. Wow, really? But maybe so, because I spent $9 on that. And I can't remember. No, more than 9 because I bought the monk. I think I bought a $4. I mean, I was crazy on the monks. I actually spent more money on early monks than I probably should have. But it didn't. To me, it didn't matter. I was trying to finish them off. I thought.
Right.
I almost. Did anybody else finish off the monks?
I did.
Okay, Rusty did. Yeah, Dave didn't quite make it.
Not only didn't I'm not allowed to. I don't have that monk. I was never able to buy this guy, and that's another thing that that I wasn't really paying any attention to. This was the first thing I did was this guy.
Right.
And then only later in the game, when in the next round, I think this monk didn't even come up, and I realized, I guess I wrote that card slot off. I'm like, I'm never going to be able to play a privilege card here, because there's something to be said for the fact that again, it wasn't like I was trying to pick up white or green. Those were just the tiles that were out when I bought them.
Of course. I mean, look at my barley. I barely got. I couldn't really afford the ones that came out when I had the opportunity, and I was playing a slightly different game, right? So I wasn't really worried about the cheap tokens necessarily. Actually, I don't think I'm worried about cheap tokens for a little while, because I was trying to maximize what was happening when I cashed these things out.
Right.
And it's cool. I mean, I was able. I think that's pretty far with the Brewmaster for me as well. I mean, I've only played 2 games, and one of them was
This is
certainly
my
crippled
third
by
game too.
some other rule issues than this, than the ones that we mostly had experienced, because we knew about that one. It's funny so we should say something about that. There is some weird wording for this, triggering and activating.
Right.
That is confusing to people. We have theoretically taught that correctly. We have we knew what the story was on it, and we've
the most common mistake people make is they use the shed to trigger a monk.
Right.
So I'll put down this 3. I'm going to get 5 advancement in white and 5 in this. I'm going to trigger this monk, and that's going to get me 9 green, 4 wood, and 5
advance.
Right. That is incorrect.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, you read us the rule today, and it certainly is a weirdly worded phrase on that. It's odd that it's a downer, because I think this game actually isn't as complicated. And it's obviously not. I like it better that you wouldn't have all that money, because I like treading that razor to see if that you're able to keep it going. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting how it plays differently based on entirely what comes out. And the monk thing was an issue for me too, because it took me a while to get the 4th monk. I think that was the one. No, it was this guy that I needed. I mentioned that earlier. It was I was trying really hard to get him, and I think I paid. I don't think I paid a lot, but I jumped to the 2 spot to get him.
Right.
But I wanted to trigger that. I'm like, I want the 5 bump. The 5 Brewmaster bump. And it's cool.
You were saying that that's not paying a lot. I think that actually is paying a lot, because you're passing up so much opportunity.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But the thing was, I wanted to try to use these things. I don't know that you could. I don't know that you could ever get all 10. I think you'd have to really sacrifice to do that. To just go for low, because everybody else later on is trying to do that.
Well, here's something.
And rightly so.
Here's a way you could maybe do it. What if you did what you started to do in my mind, which was get a bunch of purple. If you could get money out of that, if there was a way you could do to get money out of that, right?
There's that's not in the game.
A lot of ifs.
I mean, again, just a situation like this, right? Just a situation where forget what's over here and what's over here.
Yeah.
Just firing this guy is going to get me $10.
Oh no, I would have loved to have fired too.
If you can get a situation set up like that, then even though you're passing up a lot of stuff to pick up all these purple tiles, if you have money for rounds 5 and 6, you can go to a space where you can pick up 3 tiles at once. or 2 tiles
No,
at
no,
once.
I agree.
And that makes up for all the turns you've lost earlier by jumping way ahead, maybe, right? Because here's the thing. The thing that I thought was actually sort of smart on your part, when you were jumping early and firing these earlier, even though, let's say on round 2, even though we were further behind, it wasn't like that allowed us to go, oh, tile, 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 because it's not like we had a lot of money to do that.
Right.
Right? And you took away our money-making opportunities by
Right.
pulling these off the board. The only other way to make money is to close stuff off.
Yeah.
And if you close off these
That's
low
true.
ones,
I wasn't even
you
really,
get no money for that.
I wasn't even thinking
Right.
those terms, but I think after the first round I had only like 4. You know, I think I had to use 2 monks to fill that up cheaply,
Yeah,
right?
I actually thought as I said, when you did that, I thought, oh, that's really cool. I had not seen someone do that yet, and I thought, well, that could be interesting.
Yeah,
If you get all 10 purple things out,
I don't know what it would do for you though. I don't. It's
well, it got you $12 immediately. The minute you put 2 of those purples on, if they're together,
oh yeah, together, yeah. But that still took a little bit of time
Yeah.
because I was hitting the ones that I kind of needed, or what I not necessarily needed, what was available to me. Because I was actively going for the monks. I was trying to finish them. I just thought, let's get them out of the way.
So maybe it's the other
A little
way,
bit early.
Lincoln. Maybe you need to actively do, say, 2 monks and a bunch of the things, but you need to hold 1 or 2 monks back so
Yeah, for a
that you
big
can
trigger.
so that you can get a multiple trigger and really
absolutely. Would've been
capitalize
nice.
on it.
Yeah, I mean, I only took this guy because he was cheap.
I mean,
Cheap.
your score was not the best, but you have great actually economy when you think about it, right? I mean, she managed to get 2 cards out with
Right.
just 5 pieces, so she did. And she wasn't just necessarily doing wood. I mean, that was getting her something
Well,
which did it at the time.
she's the victim of my purple strategy, I think. Ultimately, I don't think she got to do as many purple ones because I was,
Right.
I was still doing them. What happened was, I think in the game that I did pretty well on, I didn't care about the purple ones at the end of the game. I think what had happened was I did a bunch of purple, then I was just lingering behind and filling up hexagons around the sheds. Whether that's really good, I mean, my score was pretty good on that game. It might have been similar to this. I don't really remember. I certainly was a little tiny bit higher here, like maybe this was definitely higher. I mean, it was pinged, but these were slightly a little bit higher. I was hoping the 1-to-1 would be powerful. It wasn't quite as powerful as I'd hoped. But that doesn't mean it's not super powerful to try to go for that. It just seems like a lot of effort to get that to the top. I think it's a lot of effort to get almost anything to the top. Like you didn't make it either. Nobody but Dave did on the wood.
That's the first time I've even seen it. Like
Yeah.
in any of the games I played. I have not
Right.
even seen anyone get near that spot.
Right. It's hard. I think it's hard. You have to focus on something, and they have to come up. You
Right.
have to be able to afford them, and they have to come up. And it's
Right.
definitely not. I picked water in the beginning, right? I was like, well, I guess I'll do that water. But I had a heck of a time getting barley. It was just not in the price. In my jumping around was not in my price
Well, look at this.
range.
I have 1 blue.
Wow.
That's it. But I got it 1, 2, 3 times.
Wow.
Right?
And it's on the right side for that, though. That's what's great.
Right.
Is having it over there not on the money side is fantastic.
Yeah, again, not intentional.
Yeah.
There was never blue that I could pick up that I could afford, and then I just at one point thought, well, I'd better put something over here, or I'm going to be screwed in blue.
At yeast, you got that 1 blue on that side.
Oh,
More
man.
bad jokes.
Anything less
I didn't
than
hear
that.
it at first.
We had to spell it out for you.
Would you have rather been barley?
Barley
In
able to
the-
pay for that.
No.
Yeah, yeast got his blue. Well, thanks for teaching us, Dave. That's
Oh,
right.
did you have something else to say?
Oh, no.
Oh, Rusty.
Well, thanks for teaching us, Dave.